and get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well. Season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent, but we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain?
Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Give to the big fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Navy now facing 3rd and short. To the air, it's Woodson. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Owls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. And they'll just down it right there.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Setting up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Navy will have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Can they catch him? Quick with the spin move. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Motion from the back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Punts it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Navy will go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll go to the fullback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown all. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Central Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Big fullback's got it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Back to throw, it's Woodson. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lovett. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. They dumped it off and didn't quite get to the first down marker, but they've created a better situation on 4th down.
No doubt. And listen, you want to push the ball down the field, not want to go throw it beyond the sticks and get the first down, but I think they made the right decision dumping it off. You'd like your running back to find a way to break an extra tackle and get that first down, but decision time now on 4th.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Let's see what they've got on second down. Trying play action. Slings it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
With the catch, it's Richard. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Got it behind the line. It's Richard. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Clapp. At the 45 on his way. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They go to the draw. Breaks the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Reads it, fires complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Henry. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Florida Atlantic trying to get it in from the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll set up to throw. Rushes on him. Dances away. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Still on his feet at the 40. All kinds of room to the right. 10. Touchdown, Navy. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by 10 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some... Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Navy quick to the line. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Under fire. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner goes down. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man. It's Richard. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Navy will go back on the attack. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Navy offense. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. On the ground, it's Hodges. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots.
Going deep. Brings it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Strong, firm tackle.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Owls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. And Navy will go back on the attack. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Goes to the option. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
The kick is on its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. On the move, it's Richard. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Finds the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Woodson. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
They'll run the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the run.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Unloads quickly. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The snap sets up to throw. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 8 over Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Throws to the back. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Richard. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Final pass falls to the turf, and